Annyeonghaseyo, Mamukase, Huyamora, everything.
Eno Shiwambo?
Marilepo.
Charles the girl.
Call me Ndapizi, call me Ndapandula.
Damono Ngenja. Come through, sweetie. Shout out.
Shout out, shout out.
Shout out.
A global citizen.
Yeah, it's true. Apparently, flowers bloom in different seasons.
Yeah.
This is definitely your season of language.
Of languages.
You are breaking the barriers of language.
I'm breaking. I can say hello in so many languages.
Yeah.
Yo,
How
bonjour,
many?
French. Konnichiwa, Japanese. Annyeonghaseyo, Korean. Mwalelepo.
Mwalelepo is not hello, hey?
It's, did you sleep well? It's kind of like good morning, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I've heard Mwalelepo Nawa, which is...
It's still just good
Yeah,
morning.
did you sleep well?
How
I
would
think
you
it's
say
like
hello?
I don't know. How would you say hello? I just know, like, for example, meme.
We don't even have hello. We just have how are you?
Which is what?
Ongin.
Ongin.
Ongini.
Ongini. Okay.
Or ongepi.
Then hola in Spanish. What else? What other languages? I'm forgetting now. I know.
Or sometimes you can say ewa. Ewa is like yes.
Yeah, because you see, like sometimes when I see or meet people, I'll be like, ewa meme, You know,
no, you can just like say ewa. Ewa is just like acknowledging the people.
What about, I've heard, what is it, apotate or something?
Apotate is like, how are you say?
Yeah, apotate, yeah. You see, I'm taking...
not apo. Apo is like laziness of the tongue.
It's that thing where your tongue just shortens the word. Okay.
It's uharapotate.
Uharapotate. Because all I hear is apotate. I'm like, okay, cool.
No, but you can say, if you pass by people, if you want to say hello, because Ongin is like, how are you? One by one. You can just say ewa, then all of this, you just acknowledge them.
Just acknowledge them.
But ewa is like, yes, it's a confirmation word. Yeah.
Okay. Even I can speak a bit of Herero.
Hola.
Hola.
You know hola?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
You see?
Estoy bien.
What Herero do you know?
I know my lines from my movie that I did. Meta, like meta mama, meta tate. You know, it's like a good day, I think. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What other languages? I already said Afrikaans. Portuguese. Yes, but now it's
Don't they also say hola in Portuguese?
No, in Portuguese it's
oi.
It's I have some Portuguese friends and like this is like a greeting, but for some reason I can't remember it. I'll probably remember it after the break. Now it's like putting pressure.
Yeah,
There's
but
so much
nonetheless.
What other languages can you speak?
I only studied French.
Bonjour.
I studied Afrikaans.
You did French in uni, didn't you?
Yeah.
For like a year or so.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all. I
studied French for 4 years, but the only thing I can say with certainty is bonjour, comment ça va bien, merci et toi. That's
all.
And je m'appelle Dana, but I want to go back to really taking my French seriously.
I'm not that interested in languages, I've noticed with myself. Like, I just don't care to learn a new language.
I love learning languages. My goodness. I think because I'm a global citizen. Since I want to travel the world, I need to be able to converse.
Even in languages.
I also know a bit of Italian, actually, like a few Italian words. Let me not say I know a bit of Italian, because now you expect me to hold like a basic conversation. I know some words in Italian. But anyway, we will be right back after the short commercial break as we get into our top stories. Stick around.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Starting off our top stories, bride disinvites fiance's work wife from wedding after she overhears her saying he should marry her instead. From overbearing parents to opinionated friends, some people can make the wedding planning experience a bit difficult, whether intentional or not, for the couple. When one bride, a 29-year-old female, was organizing the details for her big day, according to a Reddit post on the MIN- on November 11, 2024, one particular individual was interfering with the process, and this was her future husband's work wife, Lily. When his co-worker told the bride that she's the only one for him, the bride decided to disinvite her from the affair, a decision that led to a fight with her fiancé. For context, the bride explained that her fiancé and Lily have been friends and co-workers for 5 years. Initially, she was relieved that her significant other had someone he felt connected to at work, especially since his job is demanding and a bit isolating, she said in her post. I tried to be the cool, understanding partner who wasn't bothered by how close they were, the Redditor shared. But over time, their bond became something I just don't know how to handle. Over time, as her fiancé and Lily got closer, the woman started feeling like an outsider in her own relationship. They text constantly, often late into the night, about everything from work issues to little jokes, the bride said of her fiancé and co-worker's connection. She knows things about him that I sometimes don't, and it stings to realize how much he turns to her for advice and laughs instead of me. When the bride confronted her partner about his relationship with Lily, pointing out how it seems more than platonic, he reassured her that Lily is just his work wife, nothing else. However, once the woman started planning her wedding to her fiancé, there was a lot of evidence to prove otherwise. According to the Reddit post, Lily continuously inserted her opinion, insinuating that she knows the groom-to-be better than the bride does. She had suggestions about our venue. She would say things like, this just doesn't feel like him. Our flowers, you know he's never liked bright colors, remember? And even my dress, mentioning offhandedly that she knew his style and could help me pick something he'd love. I tried to laugh it off, but it hurt more than I wanted to admit. Here I am planning my wedding, and I felt like I had to measure up to her view of who my fiancé is. To make matters worse, during the engagement party, the woman noticed that Lily was glued to his side, so she kept trying to join their conversation, which proved to be an impossible feat because Lily would just mention an inside joke or another work-related topic that the bride wasn't privy to, making her feel ostracized, according to the Redditor. In one final attempt, the bride overheard Lily telling her fiancé, you know, if you change your mind, you could always marry me instead. After hearing that, she said her heart sank. When the bride confronted her future husband about the comment later that evening, noting that it crossed the line, he told her that she was just taking it too seriously, per the post. I felt like I was going crazy, like maybe I was seeing something that wasn't there, but how would anyone be okay hearing that from someone so close to their fiancé? She described of her internal dialogue. With all these unanswered questions and feelings of confusion, the bride felt as if her world was crashing down on her when Lily approached her later that night and said, I can't imagine him with anyone else, referring to herself. It felt like a knife to my chest, the bride admitted. I wanted to scream, but instead I just walked away. The comment was all the proof she needed to disinvite Lily from her wedding, which of course did not sit well with her fiancé.
Why would it not sit well with the fiancé? Like, I hate men who take their friend's side over their wife's side. You can't do that.
And that's gaslighting. You know, I'm telling you how this makes me feel.
Yeah.
And then you say to me, you're seeing things that are not there. You're just overreacting. You're being dramatic. No.
And this Lily is also rude. Who asked you for your opinion?
It's her saying he should marry me instead. What is that?
So rude.
So I feel like the problem with men sometimes is men are so oblivious. So sometimes a woman could be flirting with them and they still wouldn't know. So it could be, for sure, that to him it's just a friendship. But I definitely think Lily has ulterior motive.
Yeah, no, Lily should definitely be disinvited. If you can find your man a new job, start applying, because that Lily girl, she's definitely after your man.
She wants your man.
It is just what it is.
Yes. So you need to be
She's
careful.
envious. And how dare she come and advise you on your dress?
Oh, I know what he likes. So I can help you choose something that I know he would like. It's my dress. No, this is why I say they're my best friends. Even you calling her your work wife right to my face. Red flag.
It's something sus. All right, moving over. Irish actor Barry Keoghan has deactivated his Instagram account after receiving messages no person should ever have to read. It comes after rumors that the 32-year-old South Bend star has split from his girlfriend, US pop star Sabrina Carpenter. In a post on X, he urged, "Please be respectful," and said he left Instagram because he can no longer let this stuff distract from my family and my work. My name has been dragged across the internet in ways I don't usually respond to. I have to respond now because it's getting to a place where there are too many lines being crossed," he wrote. "Absolute lies, hatred, disgusting commentary about my appearance, character, and how I am as a parent, and every other inhumane thing you can imagine, dragging my character and everything I have worked extremely hard for and stand for." The actor said the comments were crossing the line as they have been dragging my dear mother into it, and he talked about his grandmother's door being knocked on and people sitting outside his baby son's house intimidating them. Keoghan has one child, Brando, who is 2, with a former partner. He has been outspoken about his difficult childhood, which saw him grow up in a foster care after his mother died from drug overdose. In a statement, Keoghan added, "Each and every day I work harder to push myself on every level to be the healthiest and strongest person for that boy. I want to provide opportunities for him to learn, fail, grow. I want him to be able to look up to his daddy, to have full trust in me, and know I will have his back no matter what."
Oh, shame, man. They're by celebrity relationships. And one thing about these fans are so unhinged. Why are you going to the person's grandmother's house?
Bruh, it's a grandmother. What are you doing at the grandmother's house, really?
Even at the son's house.
What are you doing? Do you think they were going to last forever or what?
Why are you so involved in the relationship? You need a life for yourself, so you're not so invested in celebrities' lives. The problem is people have this misunderstanding that just because celebrities share their lives, that now I'm also a part of their life. I know Aina so well. Because I follow Aina, so I'm gonna fight for Aina. And Aina's like, I don't need you to fight for me. I'm fine.
I'm fine. Sabrina is probably much happier.
You know?
Why are you trying to fight this man?
Even how, you know, on social media, people still make videos of Justin Bieber and Selena. And it's like, those people broke up a long time ago. Selena is now with her boyfriend.
Selena is now a billionaire. Let's talk about that.
She's now a billionaire. She's with Benny Blanco. Justin Bieber just welcomed a son with
married happily.
He's married. Why do you still want to put these people together? You're just making life so very weird.
Yeah.
Stop being so invested in celebrities' lives, man.
Bruh, it's not that deep. Like, mind your own.
Not that deep.
Mind your own, get a life for yourself and move with it.
It's the fact that they're coming for his physical appearance for me.
Like, bullying is not acceptable online, guys.
Bullying is not acceptable at all.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Now the poor guy had to leave his Instagram account.
Okay, but to be fair, he wasn't really active on Instagram. I think he had like 4 posts on Instagram.
But he was active, just not posting.
Just
because I'm not posting doesn't mean I'm not there.
You're not active. Yeah, you are still there, but you're...
Maybe I'm posting on my stories. Maybe I'm just watching Instagram reels. You know, maybe I'm DMing people. You know,
the same way. You remember how people came for Benny Blanco and how they were like, but Selena, what do you see in him? Why him? It's the same thing that they said when it came out that Sabrina was dating Barry, because everyone was like, she could have done so much better. Now you know my type for me. No, guys, no. But anyway, that brings us to the end of our top stories. We get into our guest segment right after this.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. contact events@nhcomm.na.
I am in conversation with Brian Stupak, who is currently on a trek on foot from Cape Town to Tunisia. I got it right.
Yes.
How are you doing? How is Namibia feeling? I know you're pretty exhausted because you just arrived yesterday, but how is it so far in Namibia?
It's really good. It's warm, and I'm not talking about the weather. I'm talking about the people. You know, everyone's been super loving and caring as I've been coming across this journey. It's been great. You know, the amount of support I've received has really picked me up on the days where I haven't felt as much like walking 50 kilometers. It's been nice to stop and see people on the side of the road and have them take photos and drop off Powerade and biltong and water and chocolate. But I feel pretty good. The feet have blisters.
Yeah.
The mind is tired, but the body feels fine. And I'm going to rest here for about a week and a half, and then I'll be on my way again.
I like that you're also taking the time to rest, which is very important. Now take me back to you before this trek. What brought you to decide to do something so brave, so grand, and it's really a long journey?
Yeah, so a couple things. I wanted to do like a long journey that encapsulated like physical fitness, cultural aspects of the world, like mental health, and I wanted it to take some time. So I'm bipolar myself, so I wanted to talk about mental health. I'm a former athlete, so I wanted to do something that was like fitness related. And I'm a sociology major, so I traveled the world to learn languages, so I want to do something kind of language and culture based. So I was like, okay, so what could I do that kind of checks all those boxes? And I was like, well, I want to walk the continent of Africa. That's funny. I told my parents, and they're like, ha ha ha. But they shouldn't have been surprised because I do a lot of stuff like this. Not like this, but like very kind of out of the box. And it's been a 3-year journey to try to like save up for it and plan for it and get sponsors. I still don't have sponsors, so in theory.
Yeah.
And then find partners, which took a while, and I wanted it to take time because I travel a lot, and I get through this cycle of and part of it's with the bipolar aspect where it kind of exaggerates it because I travel, I have a great amount of time, a great amount of fun during my time traveling, and then I run out of money, and then I come back in at home and I substitute teach. I get very down because I don't know if you've ever substitute taught before, but it's not a lot of fun. You know,
I've had to do work that you have to do it because you need to get by.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the same concept. It's and I'm very goal and dream oriented. You may say I'm a dream. You know, it's very.
I like that though.
Yeah. So, but dreams don't often pay the bills. So, it crushes me every day when I have to do something I don't love. So, and it was 3 straight years of saving up to go in the summer of 2021. 2022, 2023, not making it happen, and then finally 2024, I'm just gonna do it. So it was I would work my butt off for 12 to 16 hours a day, save up, end up not doing it, traveling somewhere else, having a great time, coming back, trying again. So this most recent time I taught, and I worked at Taco Bell, which is
I know of Taco Bell, but
it's like Mexican McDonald's.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it's no one's dream.
I hear you.
So, but it was fine. Fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, and it was, it was just I wasn't super enamored with my life in the United States, and so I wanted to change it. So maybe doing something big to kind of shake things up. And as I've published a couple books that haven't sold super well, but I kind of like to make it as a writer. So I needed a mission of something to write about, maybe grow an audience. That'd be cool. Or people could say, oh, I like the way that guy tells stories. I wonder what other stories he's told.
I know somebody who's a mentor to me who they told me whatever project you endeavor on, find out what in you need to sort of wrestle.
Yes.
So by the time you're done with the project, you have sort of healed a part of you or grown a part of you in such a way that you're a different person. That you're done with the project. So I hope this is that for you. And it looks like it is, because you're searching for something or not as a searching, but what's the right word? You are tapping at something within you.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the storytelling component of it.
Yeah,
so like
exactly.
I'm enjoying meeting the people, talking about the mental health. That's all great, and that's the purpose. I don't want to get too far off track of that, but like the storytelling component of like, I start today. How do I tell a compelling story over the course of today, and then tomorrow will solve tomorrow.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that also brings it a lot back to the mental health component, which is, this is you saying, I need to slow down, be present, deal with today, and tomorrow, deal with tomorrow when tomorrow comes. And most of the issue, I'm not saying it's everything around the mental health component, we have people who live in the future. That's the anxiety.
Yes.
You know, you're worried about what's going to happen,
Yeah.
and so you have a lot of anxiety. And then you have the past, you know, the
Carry
dread.
it with you.
Yes, and then you're more depressed, and you're in
Yeah.
depressive states because of that.
And that's a huge challenge for me too, letting go of the past and not worrying about the future. You know?
Exactly.
It's hard. You know, it's hard to just be strictly in the present.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, you know, this walk has kind of helped with that, because I'll be really frustrated by something that happened in the past, and I'll be thinking about it during my walk, but then I just get really tired. And I was like,
Because
okay.
your mind is like,
Yeah, but also my body's been walking 8 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, I'm tired and I'm hungry and I'm focused on right now. You know, how do I get food?
yes.
And so that becomes
That's more important than
Yeah.
the thing that happened in the past
Yeah.
that's not currently happening right now.
you know, you think about like, I really didn't like how I handled that fight 3 years ago. And that's how you're thinking at 9 in the morning, but by about 2 p.m. you're like, man, I wish I could have some water.
Or some food.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You see, so it brings you to the present, and which is very important. I'm not saying it's the all and big cure for mental health, because I really don't want to say this is what you should do, it's not what you should do, because I feel like there's a lot of taboo around it, and we've not talked about it a lot. Even I feel embarrassed to say that I actually can't comment on certain things because I'm not so sure, or I don't know the full extent of it.
Well, I don't know. I don't think you need to be an expert to have an opinion or to talk about it, right? So like, and I know this specifically because people share very wrong opinions with me all the time. Not to say anyone's wrong, you know, so I'm bipolar,
Yeah.
and I was talking to someone last night, and they said, well, I think everyone's bipolar. I'm like, well, no, that's not a thing, you know, so, but she's allowed to have her opinion, and,
Exactly.
but my point is, like, we can learn and grow,
By engaging in discussions.
yeah,
Now that we are on that topic,
yeah, go for it.
what exactly is a bipolar disorder? I don't think a lot of people understand.
Okay, so I didn't really understand when I got diagnosed either. I thought it was just like split personality. That's what I thought, where it's like,
I also thought so. Like,
yeah,
you
like,
go from one extreme end to the
well, I thought it was
other
like,
extreme.
like, you know, you watch the movie Split or whatever. Yeah, and I thought like, well, now
I'm a fan of the movie.
now I'm a 12-year-old boy. Now I'm an 80-year-old grandma. You know, that's what I thought when I got diagnosed. And so I was like, but I'm Brian, you know. But no, it's not like that at all. It's like you just have extreme bouts of energy, mania or hypomania that lasts anywhere from a few days to a month or so.
And it's a wrap for today's episode of Smell the Coffee. Thank you so very much for joining us. We do hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, particularly that story of the work wife who was being a bone in the bride's throat. Nevertheless, we will be seeing you again real soon. From Diana Master and Aina Razakoyo, to have yourselves a beautiful, fantastic day.